At 3 a.m., when the entire restaurant slept, one cook stayed awake, quiet, focused, and hiding a secret no one imagined. But when a disguised top-level chef walked in and saw what she was doing, everything about her life, and his, changed forever. Keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe to USA Drama 2.0 for more inspiring stories. The Grand Ember restaurant was one of the most respected dining places in the city. Polished marble floors, soft golden lighting, and a kitchen known for producing dishes that felt like masterpieces. Every chef dreamed of working there. Every customer who walked through the door felt like royalty. But behind that elegance was a routine as strict as a royal palace. Lights out in the kitchen by 11 p.m. No noise, no movement, no exceptions. Yet for the past 3 weeks, someone had been breaking that rule. The security cameras showed soft glows of light at 3 a.m. Someone was working alone, someone was chopping, preparing, cleaning, quietly, carefully, secretly. The staff whispered about it, but no one knew who. Some said it was a ghost, some said it was a thief, and some said it was a mysterious cook with nowhere else to go. The only person who didn't believe rumors was the head executive chef, Daniel Rowan, a man known for discipline, fairness, and incredible culinary skill. Daniel had trained under the best chefs in France and Italy. People called him the Iron Gentleman, strict but never cruel. Yet even he was curious. So, instead of scolding the staff or increasing security, he decided on something surprising. He disguised himself as a beginner chef. A new face in an apron. No chef's hat, no signature uniform. Just a regular guy with a simple goal. Find out who was working at 3 a.m. and why. The next evening, Daniel walked into the kitchen silently wearing an apron, jeans, and a baseball cap instead of his usual attire. The staff barely recognized him. Some nodded politely, some ignored him. One or two wondered why a new helper had joined without introduction. And he loved it. It allowed him to observe everything unnoticed. But Daniel wasn't there for the day shift. He waited, he pretended to clean pans. He rearranged spices, he kept an eye on the clock. Midnight came, then 1 a.m., then 2 a.m., the restaurant grew quiet, lights dimmed, staff went home, and then, at exactly 2:58 a.m., the back entrance opened softly. A young woman entered, wearing a faded apron, hair tied back, and eyes full of determination. Her name was Amara, one of the newest cooks at the restaurant. She was calm, focused, and humble. Many chefs appreciated her work ethic, but they also wondered, why did she always seem tired? Why did she take extra shifts but never complain? Why did she avoid talking about her personal life? Daniel watched from behind a shelf as she washed her hands, tied her apron, and pulled out fresh cuts of meat from a small cooler she herself had brought. She wasn't stealing. She wasn't doing anything wrong. She was working, alone, in silence, like someone racing against time. Daniel stepped forward slowly. His soft footsteps echoed against the cold tile floor. Amara didn't notice. She was too focused, slicing with expert precision, clean, steady, confident. But then, thud, her knife hit the board at an angle, and she gasped. Not from fear, from surprise. Someone was watching. Who's there? Amara whispered, her voice calm but alert. Daniel stepped into the light. It's just me, he said. I'm a new cook here. Amara blinked with confusion but stayed polite. Oh, I didn't know anyone else would be here this late. Daniel smiled kindly. I could say the same about you. Amara hesitated, unsure if she should explain. But Daniel didn't pressure her. He watched her work, quietly for a moment. Her skills weren't ordinary. They were precise, refined, graceful. She wasn't just chopping meat. She was practicing, perfecting, training herself like someone preparing for something bigger. Your technique, Daniel finally said, is almost at professional level. Where did you learn? She paused, her shoulders stiffened. I learned from books, online videos, whatever I could find. Daniel nodded, impressed. You learned all that without culinary school. She looked down. I never went to college. He asked gently, why not? She wiped sweat from her forehead, took a deep breath, and told him the truth. My mom got sick when I was 17, Amara said softly. I was her only child. I had two choices, go to college or take care of her. Daniel listened silently. I decided I couldn't leave her alone. So I stayed home. I worked part-time in small diners. I studied cooking at night. I saved whatever money I could. Her voice grew softer. But the truth is, I wanted to become a professional chef. That was my dream. Still is. Daniel's chest tightened. not out of pity, but admiration. Amara wasn't someone who gave up. She was someone who carried responsibilities with pride. And your mother now? Daniel asked gently. She's stable, Amara said with a small smile. But her medical costs are high. So I work late shifts. And, when everyone leaves, I practice here. She looked at him nervously. I hope I'm not breaking rules. I'm really trying not to cause trouble. Daniel felt something he hadn't felt in years, respect mixed with protectiveness. He didn't reveal his real identity yet. Instead, he said warmly, "You're not causing trouble. You're chasing a dream. That's not something to hide." Daniel didn't plan to stay long that night. But he stayed. Hours passed as he watched her work, offering gentle tips without revealing who he truly was. "Keep your wrist steady. Good. Try holding the knife lower. Yes, like that. You have natural talent." Amara's eyes lit up like sunrise. "No one ever taught me like this," she murmured. "And you absorb knowledge quickly," he replied. "That's rare." For the next several nights, he returned at 3 a.m. And each night, Amara grew better, faster, sharper, more confident. They talked about cooking, life, dreams, responsibilities. Daniel saw in her the kind of passion he had when he was young. And Amara felt, for the first time, that someone understood her dedication. Their late-night sessions became a quiet friendship built on trust and respect. But one thing weighed on Daniel's mind. When should he tell her who he really was? The restaurant's annual cooking assessment was approaching. It was the biggest test for junior staff. Many cooks looked terrified, but Amara felt ready for the first time in her life. On the night before the assessment, Daniel walked into the kitchen at 3 a.m. again, but this time wearing his full chef uniform. Amara froze. Her eyes widened. "Wait, you're..." Daniel gave a gentle smile. "Yes, I'm the executive chef of the Grand Ember." Her jaw nearly dropped. You trained me? All this time? Why?" "Because," he said softly, "passion like yours deserves guidance." Amara's throat tightened with emotion. I thought I wasn't good enough for this place. I thought skipping college meant I'd never catch up." Daniel shook his head firmly. "College teaches skills. Life teaches character. You have both." Tears filled her eyes, grateful tears, relieved tears. But Daniel wasn't finished. "I want you to participate tomorrow," he said. "Show everyone what you've been training for." Amara nodded slowly, hope filling her chest like sunlight. The next morning, the kitchen buzzed with tension. All the cooks lined up in their uniforms, ready to present dishes. Some whispered, "Isn't that Amara? Does she even have formal training? Is she nervous? Why does she look so calm?" Daniel stood among the evaluators, keeping his expression neutral. When Amara's turn came, the room fell silent. She began cooking, a dish she practiced night after night at 3 a.m. Knife steady, movements fluid, confidence glowing. Her flavors were balanced. Her timing was perfect. Her plating was elegant. When she finished, the judges tasted her dish. Whispers stopped, eyebrows lifted, heads nodded. Daniel spoke last. "This is outstanding work," he said. "Not just technically, but emotionally. You can feel the dedication in every bite." Amara bowed her head, overwhelmed. He continued, "You have earned your place in this kitchen, not through luck, but through hard work." The staff began to applaud. Some slow, some surprised, some genuinely inspired. Amara wasn't invisible anymore. She belonged. After the assessment, Daniel called her to his office. Amara entered nervously. "Did I do something wrong?" she asked. Daniel chuckled. "Quite the opposite." He placed a document on the table. A scholarship, funded by the restaurant, for a culinary academy. Her hand shook as she picked it up. "I don't understand. Why me?" Daniel replied, "Because you never let life stop you. And the Grand Ember supports people who rise with determination." Tears streamed down Amara's face. "I don't know how to thank you," she whispered. "You already have," Daniel said warmly. "By believing in yourself." She smiled with more confidence than ever. Her journey wasn't ending. It was just beginning. Months later, Amara began her culinary academy training. She excelled quickly, earning praise from instructors and admiration from classmates. She returned to the Grand Ember for part-time shifts, and every time she walked into the kitchen, she stood tall, proud, and confident. Daniel watched her progress with pride. She had become more than just a talented cook. She was a symbol of perseverance. A reminder that dreams delayed weren't dreams denied. A reminder that life's challenges could shape a strong, extraordinary future. And so, the disguised chef who walked into the kitchen at 3 a.m. discovered something far greater than a mystery. He found a young woman whose dedication was stronger than circumstances, whose dreams survived responsibilities, whose talent deserved the world. This story reminds us, hard work matters, dreams matter, your journey matters, no matter how late the hour, no matter how tough the path, no matter who doubts you. There is always hope. For more inspiring and emotional stories like this, make sure to subscribe to USA Drama 2.0. Your support helps us bring more powerful stories to life.